So I talk to singles all the time. You know this. And I am hearing every single different story. But the bottom line is everybody wants a deeper connection. So I am Jacqueline, founder and creator of Discover Love Matches. And I want to talk about the power of vulnerability. What if you just laid it all out on the line? I really like you. I really want to get to know you. And I'm really curious about dating you. I'm curious about spending time with you. And I want to know you in your essence. I'm not just looking at you as a sexual being. I'm not just looking at you as somebody to make me laugh. I'm not just looking at you as somebody to pass some time with. I actually want to know you as a person. I want to build something with you. I want to connect with you. I want to be vulnerable and I want to get hurt because I know I tried my best. I want to know that my heart might get broken because I actually cared enough to say something. I cared enough to actually put myself out there. I want to know what it means to be powerfully vulnerable. I want to be all in. I want to dive in to what it would be like to love and to be loved. I want to know this and I want to know what it feels like. Have you ever had those questions run through your mind? Have you ever thought, what would it be like if you were just fully vulnerable? What if you just went into a dating situation with the expectation that they were your person, that you were going to enjoy the time, whether it was short term or long term, but they were your person for this window of your experiences? What if you just enjoyed it? What if you just embraced it? What if you let go of the fear of rejection? You no longer worried that they were not going to like you. You were no longer wondering if there was potential, if you guys lined up in all the categories and all the deal breakers and checklists and everything. Instead, you just said, hey, how are you? You're good looking. You seem like a fun person. Let's go hang out. And that you just enjoyed it. What if you just embraced deep connection? What if you had deeper conversations? What if you just had somebody who actually was the person you wanted to say goodnight to, not just the person that you thought you should say goodnight to? What if you actually got rid of all those obstacles, got rid of all those crazy walls, got rid of all those reasons that love is difficult, love is challenging, all of the reasons that you've been hurt before, all of the reasons that you've been rejected before, all of the reasons that you've been lonely before. And instead, you met somebody and said, hey, let's hang out. Let's get together. I want to get to know you as a person. I want to focus on the core essence of who you are. And I want to tell you about me. I want to tell you all about me. I want to share things. I want to have somebody that I care enough to be authentic with. What would that be like? Isn't that crazy? We do all this surface dating. We're always kind of scooting around. We always have some people in our hip pocket. We have these people that we think about, people that we maybe messed up with, people that we didn't do it right the first time, but we're still curious about. But yet we never really tried to get back together with the person because we messed up. But yet we know that if we actually wanted to, we'd show up and be like, hey, I messed up. How can I get a chance with you again? How can we spend time together? I miss you to the core of my being. I want to show up for you. And I'm not going to just go away. I'm going to follow through this time. I realized I was scared last time. I realized I was hurt last time. I realized it was another relationship I was still healing from in the past that was holding me back. And I realized that's not fair to any of us. I realize I'm ready to be vulnerable and I'm going to be deeply connected. What would that be like? What if you all of a sudden had a really bad medical situation and you were dating somebody and you were just starting to have fun with it? Would you tell them? Are they the kind of person you would actually be able to tell them, hey, I kind of have some shitty things happening in my life right now, but I don't want to lose you and I want to know if you'll be there, but I want this to be mutually good, positive thing. So I'm going to be vulnerable. That's a lot to put out there. And I think so often we spend so much of our energy just surfing, just laying right there where we're not too close. We're not too intimate. We're not too vulnerable because we're always preparing for when one of us is going to decide this isn't working. So I want to know from you, what is the power of vulnerability to you? What would that be like? Have you done it? How did it feel? Even if it ended and it hurt, how did it feel to let yourself be open enough to make a deep connection? I want to hear from you. Let me know. Add those lovely comments. And when you subscribe and you like the video, it helps all the good old algorithm goodness. But what it does is it lets me know I'm sharing information that resonates with you. And so I can share some more. All right. Thanks for being a part of our community.